Hi, this is Sandy from Scissors in the City. This make and take is made by using Sizzix Truck and the Sizzix mat board, and of course various papers. The tools you need are a score pal, scissors, wet glue, dimensionals, ink, daubers, applicators, and some paper clips. To begin, you're going to need the items in your make and take packet. I've spread them out, grouping them by putting the trees together, the circles together, and the truck pieces together. To begin, we need to ink our mat board. So I've taken a scratch piece of paper here, and we'll grab our pieces. I have inked these already just to speed up the process. So we'll grab our red ink and a dauber and go ahead and ink it just like this piece. Now, what I'm inking right now, that's on the inside of the truck. So we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do just a little bit on the other side also. To begin with, we're going to build our truck, so we won't need our tree pieces yet. I'm going to use our liquid adhesive. This piece, it's optional, whichever way you want to place it in on the truck bed. Lay that on. And when you adhere this, adhere it all the way to the one end. Press it down firmly. I'm going to just set that aside for a minute to let it dry. Now we'll take our fenders, and we want to make sure that we have them opposite each other. So we have the straight edge of this one and the straight edge of this one, and the curvy small piece on the outside. And now your paper has a texture to it. So I did ink this piece also, the entire piece, just so that it looks a little different than my base truck. And then go ahead ahead and place that piece onto the mat board. Set that aside. Grab the next piece. And we'll do this to the 4 fender pieces. And we're going to take our truck. Again, I'm using the texture side up. And I'm going to put our wheels on here. And there is just a slight red edge around that. And then do that to all 4 wheels. Make sure your truck is opposite. And then you have a shiny silver and a dull silver. I mounted those 2 together just to give it a little dimension. And that's by putting dull on one side, shiny on the opposite. We did it this way to give you a choice of what you want to see, shiny or dull. I would make all 4 of them the same. And then decide what you want to see. Put the glue on the opposite side. And place it on your tire. Next, you're going to take your fenders. The one with the straighter edge goes in the back. So they'll be placed like so. And then the curvy ones will be in the front. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere them to my truck. Do that to all 4 pieces. Then we're going to take this piece and I'm going to just kind of softly make that bend. Then we need to take, this will be our tailgate. This piece is too big. Let's go ahead and just adhere it on and then we can trim it. Actually, I want to do this, the red piece first. I apologize. But where your pieces bend in, this will be on the outside. And you can see this piece is too large and we will just cut it down like so. And now on the inside of the C, see it kind of looks like a C, the inside we'll use our pattern paper. And that piece is a smidge too big too, both on the sides and on the top. So I will trim that. Like so. So this is the back of our tailgate. And it is going to go in like that. So I just kind of made sure everything fits okay. And you're going to put adhesive on the sides there. And while this is drying, I'm going to put a paper clip in there. To hold that in place and set it aside. Then we're going to take our score pal and this long strip of red, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 3, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, and 4 1/2. And then go ahead and bend them on the score marks. Now we can take our mat board and our paper truck. We're going to put them together. So on one side you inked the top of the truck dark. That's the side that we want on the inside. So just go ahead and adhere those two together. One of the reasons I'm using wet glue on this is because it allows you a little slip time, where if the piece isn't quite in the right position, you can maneuver it around. If you use score tape or tape runner, a lot of times where you put it down is where it is. I'm going to take my other piece and so apply your glue and apply your piece to it. And I'm going to take this piece, and where you have the two close score lines together, that's going to be the hood. So we're going to want to adhere, bend these first. This is going to be our front end stabilizer. So this piece of paper is going to fit on there like so. So you have the 1/2 inch that goes there, and there's, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's our score lines. So we're going to place that on like that. And on here, I'm just going to snip the edge a little bit. And I do need to put a little length there because sometimes that does show. So this piece is going to fit in like that. And then this little flap will go underneath. So let's first put some adhesive on here. I'm going to put it underneath. I'm going to hold that for just a second so that it sticks good. And we're going to put some adhesive on both of these flaps. Fold it up. Put it in place. And while it's drying, we're going to put a couple paper clips on it. So at this point, we're going to set our truck aside and let that dry, and we're going to work on our trees. So for our trees, we need to ink the edges of all the mat board. And I've pre-done most of my trees, but I'll show you one. All the way around. And again, using the little applicator to get into the corners. And again, do this on all trees. You will have 6 mat board trees, but you have 9 paper pieces. So we're going to take a paper piece and adhere it to a tree. Then we'll take another piece, and this time I'm going to make sure that the score line is not where the paper is. And adhere that. And then to bend it, if you place it on a flat surface, it seems to be easier to just bend it up on that score line, like so. And turn your tree over, so we got the paper there. We'll flip our tree over, and we're going to put adhesive just on half of the tree and place that down. And line it up. So we have a white inside there. And then while that's setting up just a little bit, I'm going to work on my next tree. So I'm going to take my tree and let's put it square side down. And we're going to put the paper on. And take your next tree, score side down, and adhere the paper to the tree. And then again, with the score line there, we can fold it or bend it. And then it needs to be adhered to the other tree. Or set him aside. So then we'll do the little tree. Now I should mention that some of the paper, the score line actually cut all the way through. That's fine, it won't matter. Now the little tree, when you're folding that one or bending that, it's a little harder to bend. And again, adhesive on one side. And then we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to go ahead and bend it or fold it now, because it's going to fit right in this spot. Now you can see that this tree piece is a little bigger than the back now. I'm going to cut those pieces off. Just to make it a little neater. Again, we will fold our tree on the score line. adhesive and put it in the tree. Like so. And again, this one needs a little trimming. And that tree's done. And we just have our little tree. And slide that one in. So those are done. Then we're going to take our truck back, and while it's easy to work on these, we're going to apply some foam tape. You can just use regular dimensionals. I have this 1-inch wide foam tape that I'm going to use. You may also need to trim this a little more evenly. We'll take this and put it right under the window, like so. I'm going to do the same to this side. Okay. And this is the hood, so we're obviously going to place it in this way. Take our paper clips off and apply some adhesive. You want to make sure you mount this under that window. It's got to be above this little notch on the front. So about like that. And then while our fingers will still fit, we're going to apply adhesive to here. And this piece is going to curve. Go under like so. I'm going to take this one and release it. And we're going to want to put that one in like that also. Hold it for just a minute. And your truck is done. You're going to need your fluff, and you can use as much or as little of this stuff as you want. You should have plenty. And then just space your trees in there. And your truck is complete. Whoops, my tree fell out. I'm going to try laying it down so that the camera gets a photo of it. And your trees you can just arrange however you would like. And your trees you can just arrange however you would like. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed making this truck. Thank you for watching.